Hi everyone, it's Keyless Entry. Today I have this DOM IX10, which is a 10-pin dimple lock. This one actually is the variant that has shark fin key pins on there. Not sure if you can make that out, but they are very, very skinny towards the bottom. I'll try to show that a little bit better when I got it. So it's a 10-pin dimple lock, so it's got 5 pins on the left and 5 pins on the right. So we've got some varied bitting there, and the pins are not opposing, so they're sort of staggered. So you can see the frontmost pin is on the left-hand side, and it sort of zigzags down there. It's also got a little key control pin on the on the right-hand bank between positions 1 and 2. That's only for key control, doesn't affect picking whatsoever. So just show you that it does work. And yeah, I've gutted one half already, so it's a little bit easier to gut on camera. Okay, let's get into the device and try to give it a pick. It is quite a tricky pick because they're all standards in there, and it's got great tolerances, and there's no audible clicks or anything like that. It's all in your tensioner and your pick. Have to really go by feel on this lock. Alright, so I'll be using a tensioner, a Z bar from the Sparrow's Black Flags, and a Honest Dong flag that I've sort of cleaned up a little bit. I'll just zoom in and we'll get to the pick. Okie dokes. So it's going to be a little bit awkward picking this on camera because I'm sort of going to be covering everything, because when I pick, I lean my finger there like that and sort of pick like that, so it'll be hard to see it like a keyway shot, but I'll do my best to sort of talk what I'm doing. Okay, alright, so I'll be going counterclockwise, and nothing on the right binds at all. So you got to start with the left, then you got to go to the right and back to the left. Alright, let's see if I can get this done on camera. Okay, off the bat, one is binding. Okay, just felt that on my pick. There wasn't any core rotation. The key pin just sort of didn't bind anymore. 2. Okay, 3 is binding now. Get under 3. Yep. Okay, it's 3. And the pins in these are very easily overset. Okay, that's 4. It's not binding anymore. Nothing on 5. Let me get my pick out. Okay. So 1 is good. On 2. Okay, it's 4 again. 4's drop back down. So I'm just tapping these slowly into place. I don't want to overset any pins here. 1, 2. Okay, it's 3 there. Nothing on 5. Okay, just having a look down the keyway, and I think I've overset 3. So there we go, it's dropped back down. 3, 4, nothing on 5. 1, 2. I know 3 and 4 are pretty high lifts. Just give them a little bit more of a touch. 3. I know 3 and 4 are the same height. Nothing on 5. Don't think I've overset anything. No, okay. 1, 2. Go a little bit higher with 3. Okay, it feels like it doesn't want to go any higher now. 5 seems binding now. Okay, I slid under 5. I think I set him. Let's go back to 3 and 4. Okay, got a little bit of movement there. When you heard that click, now the right hand side will start binding. That's the only click that you hear in the whole pick pretty much. So right hand side now, 1. Okay, I think I just set 1, 2, okay, 3 is binding heavily. Still binding. 3, 4, past 4 if I can. That is setting it. Yep, went past it. Okay, that was 5. Trying under 5, that was binding. Set 5. 1, 2, 3 still feels binding. There we go. 4. Okay, back down to 5 again. Okay, got another click. So I've got to go back to the left hand side, and now 2 is binding, and we have an open. Sorry that took so long, but this is a very finicky pick. It's all done by feel on this one, so glad to get that one on camera finally. Alright, so as you can see, it is open obviously, so what I'll do is lock it back up, there we go, and give it a gut. And these are a pain to gut. Alright. Just got to get this C-clip off. Get this screwdriver, hopefully. Okay. And because it is a €0.5, I cannot fit a shim in there. So I've got to be very careful on how I do this. So I'll be going about 45 degrees that way. I'll be using a solid follower, and I'll be pushing it up in this gap here so it doesn't catch on any of the drivers. Okay, start it. Okay, it's started now. And I'm caught up already on something which is not good. Gutting disaster here. What am I caught up on here? Not too sure here now. Okay. Well, this didn't go to plan at all. Might have got caught. The driver might have got caught on that lip actually. Oh dear. So, indeed. Okay, I can recover from that. So the first 2 drivers have popped out. And they happen to be the same, which is good. Didn't ruin any springs, which is even better. So got these 2 drivers there, 1 and 2. And they go that way. So I'll show you these drivers are pretty unique, and I'll show you the plug as well, that it's got the curvature of the key pins and drivers. Okay, so the third one is like a T-pin. So what I'm doing is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first is on the left, second is on the right, third is on the left, and that sort of orientation. You've got another little T-pin driver there. Another standard. and they do seem to be balanced stacks for the most bit. So we do have some varied driver heights. Okay, there's 10 drivers. Let's get these springs out. Okay, didn't damage any springs, that's the main thing, right? Alright, I'll just give you a look at this plug. If you can see that it's sort of teardrop shaped, and that is the shape of the drivers and the key pins. They do have a taper on them as well. Alright, let's get some of these out. So we'll get one, and they are hard to get out. So this is 3, oops, 3, that's 4, that one will be 9, that one there is 8. Get any more out that way. See if we can get one out. Okay, I'll just do it the old school way. Yep, that's okay. I'll show you that in a second. So we've got 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a long video. I do apologise. 4. Oh, not 4. I've lost count now, but they do fit into my order. There is method to my madness here. Okay. That's where the key pins are there. So we've got a key control pin right there. I'll try and get him out. There we go. So we've got a little key control pin there. I'll just put him up there. So we've got a little plastic cover that sits on the side of the plug, just like that. So when you do turn the plug, the drivers don't fall into that gap. I think when I was pushing the following through, I think a driver fell into this little gap down the back here. So you can see the teardrop shaped chambers on the plug there. So you've got 5 facing this way and then 5 facing the other way. So when I bring the pins up close to the camera, I'll show you the shape of the pins. And yes, that's the key control there. And inside of the lock cylinder, you see we've got a sidebar. So some of these models might have come with a sidebar. So we've got a sidebar slot there. It might also be for added key control. So you might have keys with little holes in them, with little pins there. In this model, however, we've got a little one there, so on the bottom, so the key control pin would go into that groove. So if you put in the same bitting but without that little cut, or if it's in the wrong position, that pin will fall into that groove there and you won't be able to turn the cylinder. Alrighty, let me get a box to put these pins on. Alrighty, so yes, quite a tricky lock to pick, and see these are the shark fins that I was talking about previously. You can see it's like a normal key pin from the top, but it's got the sides sort of removed, and that's the profile side there. So it is still pointy like a normal key pin, but just very, very narrow. And another cool thing about this lock is because it's got a round plug and 2 rows of pins, the top of each pin and the bottom of each driver are cut on an angle to match the cylinder, or to match the plug rather. Let me get that straight so you can see that sort of curvature and where the pins meet, which is really cool. And they're also tapered as well, so you can see that tapering there on that side too. So they're not Very, very tricky. Alright, so we've got all standards. As you can see, we've got a couple of T-pins. So this will be left 2 and right 2. All standard. And this would be right 4. Right 4? Yes, right 4. And this is a sort of like an overset trap, sort of like a torpedo kind of thing. Yeah, and the rest are standards with all same springs. So that was the Dom IX10 with shark fins. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.